Back in 2001, the Community Foundation for Southeast Michigan started its Greenways initiative. They created a fund to build over 100 miles of greenways trails in Southeast Michigan. They came up with the idea of a Great Lakes Way.
It's quite a massive project when you think about it. It goes all the way from River Raisin all the way up to Port Huron. And of course, all along that way is waterways and trails. But it's so important to connect these communities.
The Great Lakes Way includes 44 communities, 4 counties, let alone connecting across to Canada. Putting that partnership together to build something that brings more people to the place you call home.
National parks are a magnet to attract people from all over the world. Here at River Raisin National Battlefield Park, when we first opened, we only had about 25,000 people that visited that first year. Now we average between 250 and 300,000 people from across the world.
This park is the only waterfront access to the Detroit River for all citizens of River Rouge. Think about that. The vast majority of the waterfront is dominated by industry. This is the only place that they get to enjoy and appreciate nature.
The Riverwalk sits at a key location on the Great Lakes Way. If you look at it from Monroe to Port Huron, this is right in the center, and it's also the most dense population along that pathway as well. What's interesting about the Riverwalk also is that it's a place where folks who live in a very urban environment can have an incredible experience in nature.
This is a rail trail, which is a name for railroads that are replaced by trails for biking, walking, running, and what have you. We're a couple hundred yards away from the Detroit River, and it's connecting the state park with Eastern Market District.
I am always excited by more public green spaces, more places where people can gather with their families or their friends outdoors to enjoy all the beautiful natural wonders that Michigan has to offer.
We have a 50-mile land trail called the Bridge to Bay Trail, which hugs the shoreline along the St. Clair River. We're in a unique area where our land and water trails meet up. You can experience both local communities and still also get a rustic feel paddling our waterway trails.
We really encourage communities that are building trails to look for additional connections, right? So zoom out, look at the neighboring communities and the other assets that they have as well, and see if you can build a connection too. Because when people are using these recreational amenities such as trails, they don't really care where the city line or the county line stops. They want to keep going and they want to experience that next great thing.
I think the Great Lakes Way will definitely benefit residents connecting to nature and to the rest of the state.
Access is a foreign word to some of our underserved communities. We have children in this community that never been outside of a 10-mile radius. And so to take advantage of our natural resources, which we're blessed with, and make that more accessible, I think is key to this work.
It's inclusive. I like the fact that everybody can come down here and ride. We got scooters, we got skaters, we got walkers.
It's about connecting with people, with your family, your friends. You can discover nature, parks, swimming opportunities, biking, you name it.
Discovering new connections is important, whether you're doing that just in your backyard, your local community, or across Southeast Michigan with the Great Lakes Way. We need all of our trails to link and connect so that trail experience is seamless for our visitors and residents.
Traveling from one part of the area to another, it often means meeting new people, building friendships that weren't there.
Being able to fully enjoy everything that's around me, and having something like the Great Lakes Way is really a pathway to those connections.
There are different sites that people can go explore, but they can explore history and understand the formation of the United States and why we are who we are today.
Discovering new connections is connecting to more natural spaces in the city that I live in and surrounding areas.
It doesn't necessarily have to be something new and flashy to check out. It can be something old that has always been there that maybe you haven't discovered before. And there are a lot of options along the Great Lakes Way for all of that.
It goes beyond new connections just to the nature. When it comes to building a community, that's to me what it's all about.